Marseille, that's where I've been born and raised, and it's the city I've been choosing as a lifestyle and a working place. First of all, that's the weather. I mean, we're just by the sea and that's a lovely environment. It's very dry and cool air, and the winter are pretty mild, and this is a very good place for having a nice winter break. Now we've been looking for many years that the horses trained in Marseille are able to succeed on at the Group 1 level, and not only in France but on the international stage. Quand tu es en progression et tu laisses un peu rouler mais sur la main, ça t'apprend que tu te mettras bien à distance et tu le prends juste en point de mire.
Jerome, some really exciting times coming up with Royal Ascot and the Prix de Diane. In what kind of frame of mind are you at the moment?
I mean, we're trying just to keep it going. We've been very lucky to have some good horses and to be able to win some nice races this year. Facteur Cheval in Dubai has been a great start of the year, and Zarakem won the Prix d'Harcourt just a few days after that. And Fun with Flags is a very exciting prospect, and obviously Darlinghurst is unbeaten this year as a 3-year-old in 4 starts, like Lazat. So I mean, we've got a really good team this year, and hopefully we'll be able to win more Group 1s like Factor in Dubai.
And now the big stage continues for him with the Queen Anne at Royal Ascot, the opening race of the Royal meeting. In what kind of frame of mind are you?
Well, in Dubai we had no pressure because he was an outsider and no one was caring about him, and now he's like the favorite on the anti-post bet, so odds, so it's a lot of pressure, obviously. As you say, that's the first race of the Royal meeting, but he's done the straight course over 1 mile in the Queen Elizabeth. Now we know that he's competitive on good ground because he's done it in Dubai, so we just need to bring the horse in good health, happy, and that's a horse who will never let you down. He always gives the best, and we can only be very confident about to run a great race once again.
Voilà, c'est toute une histoire. C'est notre premier rapport, ça a été direction l'hôpital. Et après, il est parti, comment dire, il est parti au chuchoteur et on s'est retrouvés après mon retour de l'hôpital, et puis inséparables quoi.
Quelles sont ses qualités?
Il en a tellement, comme il a tellement de défauts aussi. Il est très attachant. Très attachant, mais bon, c'est... Il a tout compris quoi, il mûrit très bien. Plus il vieillit, plus il est agréable. Ah bah, vu tout le travail accompli et ce qu'il rend, ça peut être que magique. Depuis 2 ans, il me fait vivre quelque chose qui est extraordinaire. Il y a des personnes qui travaillent toute une vie pour en avoir un comme ça, pour vivre ces émotions-là, et lui, je suis tombé sur la perle rare quoi. C'est juste magique, il n'y a pas d'autre mot.
It's a matter of being at the right time in the right place, and this horse is very easy to ride, and Maxime will be riding him with a lot of confidence, and we're very happy with the way he looks and the way he came back from Dubai. So right now all lights are green, but you know what it's like with the horses, everything can change in a blink of an eye. So no, if he can go to Royal Ascot the way he is right now, we'll be very confident, obviously.
Okay, so that's going to be the start of Royal Ascot. Then pretty soon afterwards you're going to have a runner in the St James's Palace Stakes, the Darlinghurst. Tell us about the decision to choose this race for Darlinghurst.
He won the Prix de Guiche like a real good horse. We think that a mile on a stiff course, because I think you need to stay a bit longer than just a mile. it will be perfect because he needs pace, and he's got a good turn of foot, and he can stay further than just a mile. So it's going to be a very, very hot race with all the Guinness winner, the French Guinness winner, the English one and the Irish one.
You're just going to slip in under the radar.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what we like. We're not going to be like a hot favourite. I think he's 25-1 right now.
One hot favourite for the opening day of Royal Ascot's probably enough for anyone.
Exactly. So no, we will be riding him for a place and hope for the best, but he's got such a good turn of foot. He likes right-handed courses, he likes good ground. I mean, he's a very interesting horse for the next couple of months because he keeps improving after each run. So he can be an interesting runner as well.
And for you as a young trainer, as a young international trainer, what does Royal Ascot mean for you? What does it inspire for you?
I mean, that's just an amazing week with so many good races, so many people are really enthusiastic about. That's a very nice time of the day. Obviously, that's much different than the Champions Day in October. That's just not only one day or not only 2 days like the Arc weekend. That's a full week of amazing racing. So everyone is there and wants to enjoy racing, but is taking the time to enjoy socializing before, during and after racing. We're really looking forward to running these three in such very prestigious races.
Is there a shop in Marseille where you can buy top hat and tails?
I think in Marseille you can buy a flip-flop and a short to swim, but I'm not sure you can buy a Royal Ascot outfit. So I'll have to go to Paris or maybe in London. But I'm not sure in Marseille you can find that. My dad used to bring me when I was a kid, and I've always been supporting Marseille as a football team. And this year we were quite far in the European Cup, and unfortunately we got beaten in the semi-final. But that was a very good moment to share with friends and family, to support the team here in Marseille. And yeah, no, it's a very, very active city. They are making a lot of effort to catch up with some other cities in France, and there's a lot of different aspects to the city that are very attractive. And yeah, obviously I've been growing up and here, and in 30 years time it has been changing a lot, and I guess it will still be changing a lot in a few decades.
Also, another horse that's maybe flying slightly under the radar is Zarakem. We've seen him this morning. He's an absolute huge beast of a horse. How's he going into the Prince of Wales Stakes? Is that the plan?
Yeah, it was like that as a yearling when we bought him. He was very tall and heavy, and he looked like a steeplechaser. And I say, okay, we will probably be winning a race as a 4-year-old over long distances. But he's been winning five races in a row for Mr. Sorul, including 2 listed races, and he sold him for $500,000 at the Arc sale. He's been having a break during the winter, which was very good for him because he was still very immature as a 3-year-old, and he came back and won the Prix d'Harcourt for his rare appearance, and he has been beating Horizon Doré that day, and the form is pretty strong. Fit the Flame was behind us. That was a very good run, and we had to supplement him in the Ghané, but in the Ghané everything went wrong. He had been drawn 9 out of 9, and he was the only one 3 wide, so Maxime had to take a decision, either moving forward or take him back, and he thought they were not going to go fast enough, so he went next to the leader, and the horse has been too keen and has been burning too much petrol, so I think that's a race to forget about. He will go for the Prince of Wales as an outsider, and he will be riding for a place at the back, and exactly like in the Harcourt. We are the Basilique of Notre-Dame de la Garde, and it's just on top of the Vieux-Port, and it's in the very city center. On the other side of the mountain you've got Marseille-Borelli, and the track itself is really well made. That's a mile round track of a left-handed course, and it's usually run on good ground, and it's very similar to an American turf track, and it's very safe, and we've been able to prep horses here in Marseille to after step up to another class up in Paris, so it's a good deal, I guess. It's just a bit like Cagnes-sur-Mer. You just cross the road and you've got some nice restaurants, and you've got the beach and some Les Calanques, and you can have a wander near in the surroundings, and I mean it's somewhere you could never be bored about the place. I mean it's a very nice environment, and it's a nice place to be. Il arrête les piscines de champagne. Ouais, je sais. Our stable is still a small stable, but we're trying to do quality instead of quantity, and no, I thought it was gonna be mission impossible. Like I would have been very happy to train only a dozen of horses and just enjoying myself, because I used to be my own yard foreman, my own traveling head lad, my own secretary, my own everything. Yeah. So I used to do everything on my own, and I was finding really hard to delegate and give people any responsibilities, because I love to do everything on my own, and because I've been growing up so quickly, and now we're training more than 100 horses. Obviously we have to find the right people for the right jobs, and I'm very lucky to have a very, very good team around me.